Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on my Minecraft single player Let's Play world. In this video we are actually starting off over here at my Gnembon design farm area, whatever you like to call it, or what's my industrial district or whatever. And you can see we have our mob farm design over here. It's actually currently nighttime, so we won't have a lot of mob spawning because there's mob spawning all over the place. But if we just quickly sleep over here in a minute, then I'll get to show you guys how this thing works, because you can see all the mobs spawning down here. But it's a really productive farm and it's really good for usage. You can see here that we've got. Did I just seriously do that? Oh my god, I thought I wasn't coming in that hot. Well, I'm just gonna have to go to sleep and I'll just see you guys back over there. Okay guys, we've got my stuff over here. Let me just quickly put this on and just pretend like that never happened. You guys totally did not see any of that. So let's just quickly grab my stuff. Okay, so take number two. So, as I was saying, this farm over here is really powerful. As you can see, lots of mobs are spawning and we get loads of stuff. As you can see here, hopefully if you don't die this time, we've got so many items in here. So many, and most of them I've actually taken out of this place. Also, this place kind of sucks a bit because just a bunch of things stuck together. Actually, the farm isn't actually on right now. I can turn on for a second if you guys like me to. Oh, why did I just stop flying suddenly? Okay, let's just fly back up over here. Coming in hot there, and you just flick this lever, and this activates the system for the mob farm to turn on. And you see all the mobs over there falling to the bottom and then falling down here. There we go, all of them are falling. And if you don't die once again, whoa, how did you survive, you little spider? Actually, let's pull out my bow. Where's my bow? Hello. Oh, you stopped fighting me? Okay, just in case. Sometimes the spiders get filled up at the bottom, at the top there. But this farm is really good design, and I highly recommend it. And in this episode, we're gonna be doing something which Gnembon. I am using another Gnembon design farm in this episode because in this episode I'm going to be actually teaching you guys how to find a slime chunk without using, certain websites where you can actually just look up the coordinates and then, find a slime chunk. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it vanilla without any help. So hopefully we just kill these spiders and then I can just go underground and show you guys how to do that. And then in the later part of the video, I've got something else planned in the nether. So hopefully this won't be as long as an episode as the last one where it was 50 minutes. But hopefully it shall be as good. So I'll see you guys underground where we're going to start teaching you guys how to find a slime chunk and make a Gnembon design slime farm, which I of course probably do in a time lapse. And I'll see you guys over there. Hello, witch. Witch, where did you come from? How did you just survive that? Whoa, whoa. Okay, I'll just deal with this witch first. Okay, so now that we've got that witch dealt with, we're here underground in a little 3x3 little mining tunnel over here. You can see underneath the mob farm. We're in our industrial district kind of area, and our village is down that way. And basically, what you want to do is when you're finding a slime chunk, is that you will want to mine and continue out in this 3x3 mining pattern. Usually, you do a 2x1 like this. And the best way to find slimes is like when you come across a little patches of lava like this or ravines where it would prevent slimes from spawning, you can either completely ignore them uh, and just like go in a different direction, or you can just patch them up, which is probably the best thing to do. So you just continue on like this and you keep going until you find a slime chunk. And this is how we do that. So if you press F3 and G, it comes up with this kind of chunk border command thing. So it shows you the different chunks. So over here you can see we've got two chunks. We've got one chunk here and we've got one chunk in here. Now this is one full chunk over here. You can see we don't see the end of that. So this is one full chunk. And what you want to do eventually when you get a really long tunnel is you want to block off these full chunks. And usually I'd have a fence on me and put like a fence here or something. Or for now you can just go like this, and that kind of blocks it off. Or you can really do whatever you want. And that basically helps. Let's say if you see a slime in this tunnel, you wouldn't really see what kind of chunk it originated from, because maybe it perhaps went from this chunk and walked all the way into this chunk. And you would probably think the slime farm is in this chunk, and then you would end up building it here, and then to your disappointment, this chunk is actually here. So you just continue mining like this, which I will do for quite a bit, and we get quite a long tunnel. And then I'll notify you guys when we get quite a bit of long tunnel, and I'll show you guys how, or like how you can do this on a large scale, and you can block off the certain chunks. So let's just continue with our little mining here. I'll probably do a little mining time lapse right now of me just mining out this little tunnel and getting. Actually, you know what? For the later part of the video, there's something special I've planned for the Nether, and I think maybe that will probably perhaps make a better time lapse, because we don't want to have too many time lapses in one video. So I'll just continue on with this mining a little bit, and you see, like places like this, you gotta patch them up because you can't ignore them. And I'll notify you guys when we get a long tunnel and we start finding like a proper slime chunk. Here we are now with a kind of longish tunnel, or whatever you like to call it. Let's see how many chunks we've got in this. We've got one chunk, two chunk, three chunks, four. We've got about 5 chunks here. And you can see that I started laying out the fences over here, where we can start laying out the chunks. And you can see here that I've been kind of making those spaces here in the chunks. So basically, once you get the fences laid out, you can make those spaces, because it gives a higher chance of a slime spawning in the chunk if it's a slime chunk. Because if it's just a 3x3, it's a very low chance, it's got only a certain amount of space to do that. So you can make these little hole areas, which is what I tend to do for the process to go a little bit faster. And don't always, this is why I stopped this tunnel over here, is just don't always keep going in one single direction. Once you've gone in a direction for about 7 or 8 chunks or 6 chunks, or how many chunks you like, then start going in a different direction. So over here, for example, let's start going in this direction now. And this can make it so that when you go, if you just keep on going that way, you know, um, it's going to be hard for you to always find a slime chunk. If you go on both axes, then it'll be a bit easier for you. There's a higher chance you'll find a slime chunk, as well as sometimes for a slime chunk to like get slime to spawn, you need kind of the rest. You need like an area around it to be lighted up so that they can actually spawn here or wherever the chunk is. And so if you just mine out like this in a certain direction where you haven't mined before, you are lighting up the area around the chunk. So it actually increases the chances of a slime spawning. So I'm gonna continue like this once again, and hopefully we can find some slimes. Now that we have another tunnel mined out, we can let this sit for a while here, and while we mine more tunnels out, really, because like I said, we should mine them out in different directions, because then we get a higher chance of finding a slime chunk. So now that we mine in this direction, I think we can't really mine in this direction that well, because there's lots of lava. Like there's a huge cave going that way, so I'm not really comfortable mining in this direction. I can mine in this direction, that side, but I kind of want to work on the same area over here, which is kind of the key here. If you work everywhere in the kind of the same area, then you've got a really good chance of finding a slime chunk. But sometimes, in some cases, it's better to work in different areas. But let's say if I'm working on this tunnel, a slime could perhaps spawn in that chunk while I'm working over here. Like a slime could spawn here while I'm working over here. So it's really good while if you're working, slimes can spawn. So I think I'm gonna just mine in this direction or something, or should I continue this way? But let's continue this way, but in this on this chunk or something. Yeah, let's do it on this chunk. Where's the chunk for this? Over here. Okay, so I'll continue mining over here. Also, if you guys are wondering, I'm actually mining at Y level 10. Usually like the if you guys don't already know this, slime spawn at Y level 40 and under. So basically, the best height to like mine for a slime chunk is anything below 40 really. But I'm just mining at 10 because usually when you make a slime farm, I build from the bottom up. So 10 is really good number. Otherwise, you can mine from Y level 7. 7 is probably the next best. And if you want to do it from the very bottom. And also mining at like 10 or 11 is really good because you can kind of look for a slime chunk while also getting diamonds. As you can see here, you've already got 11 diamond ore from this tunnel here. Unfortunately, none from that tunnel. So we're getting quite a few diamonds here, so that later on we can use my fortune 3 to get a whole lot of diamonds from this. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue mining here, and that's just a tip for you guys. So while you're doing this, you can also get diamonds and other things. I just came to a huge realization that slimes are hostile mobs, right? So they're part of a mob cap with creepers, skeletons, zombies, and all those things. And because we're making a slime farm near our Gnembon design um, mob farm, just all mob farm, let me show you guys. Slime are actually part of this, like I said, part of the same cap as all those other mobs. So while those mobs are spawning here, they're reducing the rate the slime spawns. So I think because we're doing it basically in the exact same area over here, almost the exact same area, because I feel like our whole tunnel area is in like this whole area here. So because of that, uh, the mob farm is actually going to be spawning, I think, mobs. So I think we should light up the mob farm, and we should hopefully get a higher chance of getting slime. Because I've been mining for quite a while now, and I still haven't found a slime chunk. Or I haven't seen any slime spawn yet, at least. So I'm just gonna light this up here in a minute, and I'll show you guys what I've dug out so far. So we've got the main tunnel over here, as you can see. We've also got the chest full of stuff over here. Um, and then if you come over here, you have a single slime chunk here. Also, I removed the fences for now because I'll put the fences back in once I see slime spawning, so then I can see. Because otherwise I just waste the fences. And then once I see that they spawn in that area, then I'd put fences around in that area so that you can see where the slime will actually spawn. So down here we've got a huge tunnel going all the way that way, and then we've got another tunnel going down there. I couldn't continue this tunnel because there's a huge lava pit over there, and I can't really patch over it because it's very big, and it's one block higher than the wall, so it's gonna leak. Over here, I could continue, but I feel like this one's already quite long, so I think next, um, I feel like I've already probably come across a slime chunk because like in a mine like this, you probably have. Um, Perhaps not, but I feel like I have. Anyway, so what you can do is if you're having difficulties and you're not sure that slime are spawning, even though you've come across like a slime farm, sometimes making these tunnels wider is sometimes helpful. Um, slime can still spawn in the 3x3 area that you have, but sometimes making it wider gives it a higher chance of a slime spawning, and also because of the mob farm lighting thingy. So I'm gonna go quickly light that up, and then hopefully we'll get some slime which will spawn. Well, look who has turned up here. One big trader. And he's selling slime balls. Well, I might as well just buy some from him, because I've not got any luck buying slime so far. And what else is he selling? Some coral. I don't really want to buy any black dice. I'll buy a few of those. I can only buy two of those. Okay, well, you know, I wish I could buy more slime from you, but I really need to get this slime farm done. And let's see if we've got any slime actually so far. Because I've actually blocked off all of these now with the fences. I've also mined out a little bit more down here. Let's see if there's anything in these chunks. Nothing in these chunks. Let's go down here and check in those tunnels. Nothing here. Nothing down there. And nothing down there. Okay, well, this is not going good. Also, what happened to my fences over here? Did they burn or something? How did they burn? I think from this lava. Just knock this off and then go like this. Okay. Yes, unfortunately we're not finding slime. Which I'm very confusion about. Because I'm pretty sure for a slime to spawn, you got to find the slime chunk, of course. I'm pretty sure I've probably come across one by now. Um, and I know you have to do at least a 3 by 3, but sometimes slimes have weird spawning mechanics, so they don't always spawn. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of try and AFK around in this area, and hopefully a slime will spawn. So I'm just gonna AFK by near one of these chunks or something, and hopefully a slime will spawn. If not, then I'll try and find another area where I can AFK around. Like I'll try AFK around there, then around here, and then hopefully we'll find some slime. Well, hello from the future. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm saying from the future. And that's because if we come down the hole over here to our slime chunks, 1 second, let's just drop down this. And then if we go down here, that's because I've actually found a slime chunk in this area. So down here near our chests, I found a slime chunk over here. This one was a slime chunk, I found slime in it. If you go down this way as well, and we go down here, I found a slime in that chunk over there, in this one here. And there's also one more slime I found in a chunk down here. If you go down here, you can see it's all mined out. That's because we've actually made the slime farm here. Because I'm sure you guys wouldn't have wanted to see, you know, this video gets super long. So I made the farm over here. It's quite a simple design. You guys don't really need to see me make it because I'll just leave the link in the description for the Gnembon slime farm. And eventually I'm gonna make this multi-layered. Actually, I'll probably do this at the end of this episode, really, after we do what's coming next. And we're gonna make this about 7 or 8 layers tall so that we can get the maximum amount of slimes. And I've only AFK'd here for about 15 minutes and we only got one slime ball, so that's how you know it's working. And I've also gone around and tried to light up all the caves within the area so it becomes way more effective. So now that we got the slime farm done and now that we know it's working, uh, I'm gonna hope that we can actually try and find the slime so I can show it to you guys in person. That's probably not gonna happen. Uh, but now we should probably move on to the second thing I have planned for this episode. First thing to do is we come down to our little sand mountain, whatever, and we just get a lot of sand, which I'll just do off camera quickly. And that's because we're going to be needing a lot of TNT for what we're going to be doing. Like, well, you don't necessarily need a lot, but I'm just going to use a lot of TNT for what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to get quite a few stacks of this stuff, perhaps maybe this much of an inventory full of that sand, and I'll see you guys in the Nether. Now it's time to go into the Nether. Here we are in the Nether, and I already see one threat over here, the piglin. And as you see, we're not wearing any gold, but I came prepared. Got my golden helmet, and you can wear this, and now we're safe from them because they love gold. Now, if you guys haven't already figured out what we're doing right now, you can see I've got plenty of TNT, 2 stacks and 46 TNT. Now that's a lot of TNT. Oh, I almost fell and died there. If I lost all that TNT, I would have been really sad. Okay, anyway, what we're going to be doing, and if you've not already figured this out, we're going to be going netherite mining because one of the best ways to go netherite mining is with TNT. Now, I believe netherite is found at Y level 15 at best, I think. So I'm just gonna come down here can find a little place where we can do it. We have to actually try and stay away from these lava lakes, because maybe the lava will pour down on us. Oh, is that another nether fortress? Wow, we found 3 nether fortresses in this world. That's a surprise. Okay, let's just come down. Maybe over here is kind of a good spot. Just go down here, and let's just mine down to Y level 15. So now that we're down here at Y level 15, we just pull out some of our TNT, and let's do a time lapse of this. This is what I was talking about. It'd be really cool to have a time lapse of me blowing all this place up and getting bunches of netherite, hopefully. Let's just start off the time lapse here. I think we need to start off just by placing a few TNT down. Put one there, put one here, and we'll put one here. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this time lapse, and hopefully we can find a bunch of TNT. See you guys after this. Now that we've got this mining tunnel done, with roughly around 2 stacks and how many was it? 46 TNT used up in this. All my TNT is gone, as you can see. Um, and unfortunately, we've only got 21 ancient debris. And honestly, I don't think that's a lot for 2 stacks of TNT. But I'll take it. Cause something is better than nothing. So now that we've got quite a bit of ancient debris, I can start saving this up for when we get our god armor, and then I can start putting this on my tools. So I think the first tool that we're going to put on is this tool, because this is my first god tool, or like the tool which has the maximum enchantments that I need on it, and it's actually very low durability, as you can see. Super low durability. So we'll go fix that up. We need to actually go fix that up, and I'll put some netherite on it later on, probably in between episodes. And it'll be cool to have our first ever netherite tool or netherite item. And as you see, we got loads of other things. We got quartz over here, we got some netherrack, we probably got way more netherrack, but I just dropped it on the floor. And I feel like next time, I think there's a higher, it's better that you don't actually use TNT. I think it might be easier just mining, because when I was mining to place down the TNT, I actually found quite a bit of ancient debris. About 20% of the ancient debris that I found was from mining those little tunnels. And I actually found 3 ancient debris vein when I was mining. And I think if I just do bubble mining next time, I will get a way higher chance of more ancient debris or whatever. And TNT, unlike mining with TNT, you have to keep on supplying yourself with TNT. With your mine, if you've got mending, you can just repair your pickaxe and you can go back down in the mine. But now that we've got that figured out, that now next time we'll do mining instead of TNT explosion things. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse, by the way. So if I've not already mentioned that. And now, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. So I'll just quickly go to the slime farm to finish this episode off. Actually, just before we go on, to the slime farm, let's just pop by in the armory because I actually, um, hello, do you work here, sir? Mr. Enderman? Alright, just ignore him. I think you just, uh, just pretend like he works here, okay? Hey, don't just place that block down in my shop. Yeah, that's my thought. Now go leave. Okay, so, I was actually thinking maybe it might be best to just quickly smelt up some of this ancient debris because I'm really excited uh, by the fact that we can actually get a netherite tool. So let's just quickly do that. Wait, what are you doing, man? All right, okay, just don't disturb me, and I won't look at you. Okay, that's the deal. Okay, so now that we got this netherite scraps, we need to just make a little. Where is it? Where's the crafting table? Oh, the crafting table is down underneath. There's probably a crafting table down by the thing where you put the netherite the into what you might call it, the arm. I forgot what it's called. Where you put the netherite ingot into that table. I think it's called the smithing table. Where you put the and then it becomes and then you put your tool and it becomes a full like netherite thing. Wait, let me just. Let me check the name after I just make this. Oh, there we go. We got our first netherite ingot. Here, this is it. What's this called? What was this called? Smithing table. Yeah, I totally forgot it there. And there we go. First netherite tool. Oh, that is such a good feeling. Alright, let me just go to the slime farm now, really. Here we are at my slime farm now. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this episode. I built this early on in the episode, as you could tell. I didn't really build it on camera. But that's okay because if you guys want to check it out, you can always just check out the link in the description of Gnembon's design. But also later on in between episodes, or maybe we might have a full episode dedicated just making the slime farm bigger and really effective, and get lots of slime, and it can kind of be like a tutorial video but also a let's play video at the same time. But anyway, that's going to be it for me in this episode. We did netherite mining and we got netherite tool. We also did the slime farm, how to find a slime farm over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.